banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And they go play action here. Mon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
As we all know, a big priority for Cincinnati in 2021 is building up the line on both sides of the ball. They want to protect Joe Burrow on the offensive side, but the defense as a whole only produced 17 sacks last year, the lowest total in the NFL. So getting to the quarterback, as we just saw there, that's a nice sign for the Bengals.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Mon good to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete. Okuegbunam. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll have a first down past the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mon looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Burrow on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. That catch good for only a couple. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
On second down, here's Mixon. Able to fight through one tackle. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. $10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
45.
Mixon again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mond. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joseph Osai brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mond. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From midfield now, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54. 11 mighty. Switch.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 17, Mond. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mon going to throw it. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 1, ready? 54, right there, 54, Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mond looks to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mond out of the shotgun. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fighting through. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards left on second down. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 33 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 4. Now it's Burrow. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, here's Mond. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
13 yards remaining on second down. Cook now off the read option. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Joseph's got it. And that's going to tie things at 20. So a second field goal here this third quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
Ooh, I like when you do it that way. Are we going to start talking about the pitch soon? I love that. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Four yards remain for second down.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam, slam. Check 9, check 9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Throwing again on second down. Mond. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Cook now off the read option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
A Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Mon. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mon. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mon. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught off the deflection. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mond going to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Vikings on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Mond looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 23-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
11, 11, 90, 11, 90. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Cook now off the read option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 6-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Burrow. Flushed out right. Open man is Uzomah. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he will manage to get out of bounds here with the first down as they stop it with 27 seconds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.